it's the Shitcase Cinema.
Right, you're gonna have to bear with me because this is an illegal broadcast of Shitcase Cinema. I'm actually on the run from Johnny Shitcase and Professor Bruce because I chose to do The Incredible Hulk as a film review. And oh no, they found me. Let's go! Right, so the movie starts with the story of Dr. Bruce Banner, played by non-Shitcase legend Ed Norton. We get this really long, drawn-out montage of how he became the Incredible Hulk, without actually showing the Incredible Hulk. William Hurt chasing after him as General Thunderbolt Ross, but I like to call him Richard Harrison because take a good look at him. Come on, he so modelled himself on Richard Harrison for this film. So anyway, we come upon Bruce. He's living happily, or unhappily, however you want to think of it, in Brazil. A job in a factory. He spends his days pining after Liv Tyler. God knows why when he's got this foxy piece working in the factory with him. And he also goes to this guy right here, this martial artist with a freaky stomach. I mean, look at that, good God! Even Professor Bruce couldn't do that! Right, so anyway, Richard Harrison decides that he needs help, so who does he call on? The British, of course. So he gets this British army colonel called Emil Blonsky, ably played by another non-Shitcase legend, Tim Roth.
Nonsense!
Anyway, they manage to track Banner down and have a fight with him inside this factory, where after way too long, we finally get a glimpse of the Hulk in all his CGI glory. Although to be quite honest, this CGI is so bad you wouldn't even stick it on a PlayStation. But finally, Tim Roth pisses him off enough for him to turn around and growl at him. Oh Hulk, how dare you.
How dare you! I'll tear out that serpent's tongue of yours!
And then somehow, Bruce manages to wake up in the middle of nowhere and work his way back to America. Once back in America, he actually finds himself, brilliantly, in the same town as his ex-girlfriend, played by Aerosmith's love child, Liv Tyler.
Susan!
This woman is actually called Betty Ross, but we'll just call her Aerosmith. Right, so basically, he's managed to walk all the way from South America back into North America without crossing any borders or anything. Why? Because it's a Marvel film. It doesn't need to make sense. We're talking about a film where a guy turns into a big green monster. Right? Now, on with the plot. There he is. He starts to rekindle his romance with her, whilst constantly telling her that her father is a lying son of a bitch. Which also gets proven when he starts injecting Tim Roth with super soldier serum, which causes him to run faster, jump higher, grow spikes in his back, and eventually get kicked into a tree.
Is that all you got?
This happens when they all go after the Hulk again, this time on a college campus. But again, he turns into the Hulk, he batters them all, and he runs off. But this time he takes the chick with him. Now, after fighting the army and escaping, you can't really complain, can you? Wrong! The Hulk can complain. He's complaining about the fucking weather. When why not? It's pissing it down and there's a bit of thunder. So what's the best thing to do when it's pissing it down? Throw a rock at the clouds. Now this is where all the Marvel nerds came in and started saying, oh, that's got to be Thor shooting lightning at him. But personally, I was just wondering where the hell that rock landed.
Stardust speaks to you.
Anyway, the more we get into this relationship, the more we have the inkling that Bruce Banner may in fact be a 31-year-old virgin. Here he says that he can't get it on with her because he doesn't want to get too excited.
I can't get too excited.
Well, if he can't get it on with her here, and if he didn't get it on with her before he came the Hulk, then there's the possibility that he may have not ever got it on with anybody, you know, being a nerd and everything. So he might actually be a 31-year-old virgin.
And if we let it go, we will never get it back.
Tim Roth even manages to get this immortal line in.
How do you feel?
Pissed off. I'm ready for round 3.
And he gets injected with a bit more super soldier serum, constantly turning him more and more into a monster. However, as usual, he doesn't become a monster just yet. Bruce and Aerosmith go off looking for a man named Mr. Blue, and they manage to find him right here. Oh fuck! It's that weirdo out of Universal Soldier The Return!
The best body. Can you dig it?
From now on, he's called Unisol Rhett. So, here they are, working with Unisol Rhett to actually come up with a cure, which, surprisingly, they may have actually done, because Bruce turns into the Hulk, he gets injected with this cure, and turns back into Bruce. But how is that a cure? That's been happening throughout the whole movie. Turns into the Hulk, calms down, and turns back into Bruce. That's not a cure, that's just a plot. Right, so anyway, the army jumps in again, and they manage to find all this extra blood of Bruce's. I mean, good God, the man must have slit his wrist to get all this out. Anyway, Bruce and Betty get arrested, taken off by Richard Harrison in a helicopter, and Tim Roth decides he wants to be better than the Incredible Hulk.
You idiot. Think I would betray my God?
So he gets Unisol Rhett to inject him and make him into the Abomination, whilst at the same time dropping a bit of blood on Unisol Rhett and making his head throb. Okay. So naturally, the Abomination, with all this power, he goes on a frenzy through New York. Why is it always New York? When Richard Harrison sees this, he and Bruce decide there's only one thing that can stop him.
You must use the Chinese against the Chinese. You're playing the game of death.
And it's inside Bruce. So Bruce decides the best way to Hulk out is to throw himself out of a helicopter. Yeah, of course, that's a great idea. And here comes the biggest CGI fest you could ever imagine. Bang bang, cars being flipped over, cars being smashed apart, 2 CGI warriors jumping into walls, and a helicopter crashing and setting on fire. Now here's a quick question for you. What's the best thing to do when the love of your life is trapped inside a burning helicopter? Do you get the fire department? Do you get a fire extinguisher? No, you clap. That's right, I said clap. Yeah, bravo, old boy. Bravo. Encore. Anyway, this fight inevitably ends with the Hulk beating the Abomination with his legendary line. Hulk! Smash! And then choking him out until Aerosmith decides that she doesn't want to see that and starts crying. So the best thing for the Hulk to do is to jump away. All that we see after this is just Edward Norton's Bruce Banner deciding that he's got brilliant control over the Hulk now, because all he has to do is meditate and grin. And after that, Richard Harrison introduces the Avengers, because look who pops up to see him for a piss up in the pub. Robert Downey Jr., the original pisshead. Hang on, isn't he on the wagon these days? So, all in all, I will give this film 4.75 out of 10. I know that's not a traditional Shitcase rating, but you know what? This is my review. Oh shit!
Maggot Man, how dare you do a review on your own?
Yeah, how dare you!
But I mentioned you too.
What did you mention?
Well, I mentioned that Professor Bruce couldn't do that stomach thing.
Well, that's not true, actually. Check this out. Yeah, check this out, folks.
No. No.
But anyway, what we're gonna do? We're gonna disown you from Shitcase Cinema, Maggot Man.
No.
Yes. Nobody knows about you anyway. Do you know him? No, you don't. So get out of Shitcase Cinema.
Who are you?
Oh, you guys are making me angry.
Good. We'll make you angry. Now leave Shitcase Cinema.
Go.
You're making me angry. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
We wouldn't like you when you're angry. What are you gonna do? Throw maggots at us or something?
No, wait, is that the Zardos DVD you've got?
Oh yeah.
Taste of pain?